This is a short video about the neural tube development and neural stress cells. And first we should see that there is a neural plate which gets extended towards a primitive streak. Everyone knows this is the primitive streak, and the top one, the small center one, is the primitive node. Primitive pit is there inside, and then this is a picture where the primitive streak is getting deepened and forms a primitive groove. And here if you see, there is a neural plate. This neural plate is getting flattened and it is coming towards a primitive streak, and then see now the edges, lateral edges of the neural plate is getting folded. Okay, that is become elevated and forms a neural fold up, and then the depression in the midline. Look at this, there is a depression in the midline, that is called as neural groove. So the lateral edges, they become elevated and it is called as neural folds, and the middle that forms the depressed area, that is called as neural groove. Okay, this is a one. So now it forms a nice groove, that is called neural tube, and anteriorly at the topmost it is going up and then down it is coming down, that's the bottom thing. And here if you see, it's a clear picture where you can see the lateral elevations, that is called neural folds, and the central depression, that is called neural groove. Okay, now the neural groove is getting deepened and the two edges, they become approximated here and they get fused. This is how the neural tube is nicely formed. Okay, and then the lateral edges, you can see something green in color, that is called neural crest cells. These crest cells, they gets detached. This is how the neural crest cells are formed. Okay, this is the point about the neural crest cells formation. Now you should know about what are the neural crest cells. Before going that, you should know about that opening at the anterior side and posterior side. That opening of the neural tube, anterior part is called as anterior neuropore and posterior one is called posterior neuropore. This anterior neuropore means that opening. The anterior neuropore closes at the 25th day or 20 somite stage. You keep it in mind, anterior neuropore closes at the level of at the 25th day or 20 somite state, and then posterior neuropore means at the back. Okay, posterior neuropore, this closes at the day 27 or 25th somite stage. These two are very important MCQs. Anterior neuropore, if the anterior neuropore, if it fails to close, that is called as anencephaly, that might lead to anencephaly. And then posterior one, spina bifida, everyone knows. And then next one, neural crest cells derivatives. For that you should know a small diagram. So this diagram, it shows all the derivatives. How to draw that? Number one, first inner circle you should draw. First inner circle you should draw. That inner circle is the connective tissue of the skull and the face. Okay, skeleton, connective tissue and bones of the skull and face. Okay, very good. Number one, the first inner circle is your skull. Imagine that is your skull and the face. Number two, the second one, outer ring, is your dermal. Dermal means skin over the skull and face and neck. Okay, this area, second. And then if you talk about the dermal, immediately you should talk about the melanocytes. Okay, third. So we have completed three, and then go inside. Inside the cranial cavity you have pia mater and arachnoid mater, like that. Two eyes like that you have to draw. Then come down, mouth. Inside the mouth you have the odontoblast. Odontoblast. So odontoblast are situated, that I have drawn it with O. And then down, if you see, if that the cell, C cells of the thyroid gland, C cells of the thyroid gland. So I have drawn it in the neck. Next you have to go down to the heart. So in the heart, the important thing is conotruncal septum of the heart is developed from the neural crest cells. And then go down, the center one I have drawn as a spinal ganglia. The center line is spinal ganglion, and both the sides you are having the sympathetic chain, and beyond the sympathetic chain nice dots are there. The black dots are parasympathetic ganglia of the gastrointestinal system. So center one is spinal ganglia, next one is sympathetic chain, and the third one is parasympathetic. That's why parallelly I have drawn. Okay, and then last is here I have drawn the adrenal medulla. Okay, above the kidney you have drawn the adrenal medulla, and the last two cells are Schwann cells and glial cells. Two cells last you should not forget. One is Schwann cell and the glial cells. That's all about the neural crest derivatives. So again I repeat summary. Number one, neural crest cells are derived from the lateral edges of the neural fold. They get detached and forms the neural crest cells. One. Number 2, straight away you can write about the derivatives. If you want to go in detail, you can start from the neural plate expansion, and then the lateral margins are getting elevated and forms the neural folds, and then the depression is called neural groove, and then the lateral folds they join together and forms an neural tube, and the tube is opened in the anterior part and posterior part. The anterior part is called anterior neuropore, posterior is posterior neuropore, and the lateral edges, the neural crest cells, they get attached, and the derivatives are all this stuff. Okay, that's all about the neural crest derivatives. So here everything is given clearly. So this is about the neural crest derivatives.